Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Green Arrow Chronicles. In today's episode, we're diving into one of the most intense Green Arrow stories yet, full of shocking betrayals, fierce battles, and the rise of a hero ready to take on his darkest foes. If you're as excited as we are to see Green Arrow back in action, make sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update. All right, let's get into it. This is one episode you won't want to miss. Now let's get started. Green Arrow Volume 2. Previously in Green Arrow, Oliver Queen, the vigilant protector of Star City known as Green Arrow, has been fighting a dangerous criminal organization, the Underground Men, whose ultimate goal is to unleash chaos and take control of the city. Little does Green Arrow know, the leader of this group operates under the guise of Queen Industries. The real mastermind? Cyrus Broderick, the CEO of Queen Company, a man Oliver once trusted. But as Oliver edges closer to the truth, he finds himself caught in a deadly trap. One night, while investigating clues in his apartment, Oliver is ambushed by Shadow, a ruthless assassin and ninja hired by Cyrus to silence him once and for all. Shadow's deadly skills are unmatched, and just as Oliver is about to gain the upper hand, a sudden strike hits him from behind. It's his own half-sister, Emiko Queen, now known as Red Arrow. Her arrow pierces deep, and with betrayal fresh in his mind, Green Arrow falls to the floor, bleeding and unconscious. Under a stormy Seattle night, Shadow and Emiko ride silently across the waves, carrying Oliver's wounded, lifeless body on a small motorboat. Emiko's face betrays her turmoil, her eyes reflect the guilt of her actions, yet her resolve is weakened. Beside her Shadow, her mother stands unmoved. "Emiko," she whispers coldly, "you did the right thing. Family comes first. This is your real family." They reach a desolate part of the ocean. Shadow kills the engine, and the silence is broken only by the lapping of waves against the boat. Shadow nods to Emiko, signaling it's time. Emiko hesitates, her hand trembling as she lifts her brother's body. She closes her eyes and lets go, and Oliver's body vanishes into the black depths. Shadow mutters, "The sharks will take care of the rest." Moments later, as they turn back, the shadowy, fog-laden ship of the Underground Men looms into view. The monstrous vessel appears like a specter, with its eerie, glaring faces, watching Shadow and Emiko's arrival. "Welcome home," Shadow whispers to Emiko, motioning toward the ship. "This is where you belong now." Back in the heart of Star City, the city's central square erupts with breaking news. On every screen, the report spreads like wildfire. Billionaire Oliver Queen dead in tragic accident. News anchors claim that Queen's abandoned boat was found, littered with drugs and alcohol, hinting at a fatal overdose that led him to fall overboard. Cyrus Broderick, the CEO of Queen Industries, feigns sorrow as he addresses the media. Oliver struggled with addiction. May he finally find peace alongside his father. Watching the broadcast from a rooftop drenched in rain, Black Canary's heart twists with fury. Her friend, her ally, has been slandered, his legacy tarnished by lies. With clenched fists, she screams into the storm, her voice echoing across the city. "This is a lie." Meanwhile, across town, Green Arrow's old friend and tech expert, Henry Fifth, is gaming in his apartment when an alert interrupts him. He turns to his computer and realizes it's Emiko's emergency beacon. Alarmed, he traces the signal's coordinates to Puget Sound Island. Without hesitation, Henry rushes to the location. There, amidst the jagged rocks of the beach, he finds a sight that chills him to the bone. Oliver, battered and unconscious, lying sprawled on the shore. Henry races to his friend's side, shaking him gently. "Ollie, what happened?" He mutters, his gaze shifting to the faint signal from Emiko's beacon, wondering how she's involved. Oliver drifts in and out of a feverish darkness, haunted by the same recurring nightmare. In the depths of his mind, he relives that dreadful night. He's in his apartment, back to the wall, battling shadow in a blur of fists and arrows. Just when he thinks he might win, he feels the sharp, cold sting of an arrow piercing his back. He spins, seeing Emiko's face, the betrayal, her arrow buried deep in his side. The last thing he remembers is collapsing to the ground, hearing Shadow's icy voice, and Emiko's trembling hesitation. The nightmare loops again and again, trapping him in an endless cycle of pain and betrayal. 2 weeks later, Oliver's eyelids flutter open. He's disoriented, his body weak and aching. A warm, unfamiliar room surrounds him. At his side stands an elderly woman with a kind, serene face. "Easy there," she whispers soothingly. Henry steps forward, smiling in relief. "Ollie, this is my Nai-Nai. She's been taking care of you." Oliver sits up slowly, memories flashing back as Oliver's eyes land on the blood-stained arrow Henry hands him. "We pulled this out of you," Henry says quietly. As his fingers close around the arrow, the memories of that night come flooding back with piercing clarity. The ambush, Emiko's arrow, the look in her eyes before she released it. The betrayal is fresh and stinging. "Emiko, she betrayed me," he mutters, bitterness filling his voice. Anger propels him, and he swings his legs out of bed, determined to stand. Henry tries to hold him back, urging him to rest, but Oliver's resolve is unshakable. With Henry's help and his Nai-Nai steadying him, Oliver rises. His body may be weakened, but his spirit is reignited, ready to face the war that awaits him. Returning to his apartment, Oliver is greeted by chaos. The place is in ruins, torn apart by Queen Industries employees who leave nothing behind. When Oliver demands answers, they laugh, indifferent to his pleas, and detonate charges, leaving his home in smoldering rubble. The building crumbles, and Oliver watches, his heart heavy, as memories of his former life go up in flames. Later that night, Black Canary infiltrates the Seattle police impound lot, determined to uncover the truth behind Oliver's death. She scours every inch of his boat and finally stumbles upon a cryptic symbol hidden in plain sight. Scanning it with her phone, a file unlocks, revealing a web of corruption, assassinations, and conspiracies linked to the Underground Man. The realization hits hard. Oliver's demise is part of a larger, darker scheme. In the dense, misty forests surrounding Star City, Oliver treks deeper, finally reaching an ancient tree, a secret sanctuary hidden from prying eyes. He climbs into its branches, opens a hidden compartment, and accesses his armory. With methodical precision, he dons his Green Arrow gear once more, feeling the weight of justice settle on his shoulders. Steeling himself, he emerges from the forest, his gaze set firmly on the city in the distance. This time, he's not just fighting for Star City, he's fighting for revenge, redemption, and the truth. The storm is coming, and Green Arrow will be at its center. And episode ends here, and the story will continue in the next episode. Wow! What an episode! Green Arrow is back and ready to face his greatest challenges yet. Thanks so much for watching. If you're just as pumped as we are to see what happens next, don't forget to smash that like button. And if you want to keep following Green Arrow's journey with us, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're first to know when the next episode drops. Stay tuned, because this adventure is only just beginning. See you next time.